What is up, YouTube? This is Rob from RP Model Railroads. I've got yet another epic unboxing in store for you guys from my buddy Aaron, so let's not waste any time, crack this box open, and see what's inside. Alright, Anderson Lines Quality Control, July the 30th, signed and dated. That is awesome. Billing statement. Alright, let's see what we have here. Party in the front, business in the back. Take a look at that drawing right there. This is a pretty epic drawing right here of an interesting diesel locomotive in this box. That's for sure. If you can dream it, we'll make it track. Anderson Line System is your #1 resource for custom railroad equipment. From specialty maintenance of way machines to custom spec diesel locomotives. If you can dream it, we will get it on the tracks for you. Contact an ALSX dealer today for a consultation. Anderson Line System and the Ephrata Valley Railroad. Interesting design there. I wonder what could be in this box. What do we have here? Another awesome drawing. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam, God bless America. Our home sweet home, keeping our mighty Pennsy and our wonderful nation running strong. The Ephrata Valley Railroad System, service in style. That is awesome. Just some incredible drawings there. I was not expecting this, so this is really great. This is really great. Wow. Alright, let's see what we have here. Check this out, everybody. So this right here is a lifelike Scenemaster pickup truck that was repainted for Pennzo Oil Company. So it was spray painted into Pennzo blue and then sent to Aaron, and he added all of the fine detailing. Just check out the nice details on that grill right there. Then here is the driver's side of the truck. The Pennzo yellow Keystone logo looks fantastic on the door. And there's the rear end of the tanker truck right there. Looks pretty epic. And here is the opposite side. Yep, this Pennzo tanker truck turned out awesome. Can't wait to put it on the layout. Alright, this right here is a unique kitbash project. So essentially, this right here is what would be another wreck rebuild from the Ephrata Valley Railroad. It features a GP20 cab mounted onto an F-unit body. So this is a unique locomotive right here. Tyco parts, by the way. Here is the front end of this kitbash diesel locomotive. Looks pretty cool. Here is the opposite side, number 169. And again, I have a surplus of junk model train shells, so it was pretty interesting to fiddle around with train shells to see what I could put together, and this was an idea that I had and then sent to Aaron, and he turned it into this fine project right here. And then there's the rear end. So yeah, this is essentially a wreck rebuild done by the Ephrata Valley Railroad, where a GP20 cab was mounted onto an F-unit body after a train wreck. That's what it is supposed to symbolize. And it actually turned out pretty incredible. The paint job and the fine detailing done by Aaron turned out amazing, of course. So wow, cool. Alright, check this out. This right here is the same Ephrata Valley FT that has probably been seen in several unboxing videos. It's been sent back and forth to Aaron for some different detailing work, but this time I do believe it is finally finished. So it was sent back for a redo on the bright yellow striping and some other details, but then it was sent back to Aaron to be more era correct with the original F9 that had gotten repainted and was featured in the last unboxing video with a white and black striped pilot. So check this out. Now the FT, number 145, has a striped pilot, and man, does it look incredible. But the rest of the FT is pretty much the same. But now with that striped pilot, that brings it up to date, so to speak, with the Tyco F7 219 and 219B, the F9 pair, A and B, A unit and B unit pair, that got the white and black striped pilots in the last unboxing video. So now the FT is up to speed in terms of Ephrata Valley Railroad history. And here we have yet another epic shell for the Ephrata Valley. Check this out. So this is Ephrata Valley Maintenance of Way X60. An F9 for Ephrata Valley's Maintenance of Way team, nicknamed Eve. Check this out. This F9 actually this is a Bachmann F9 shell, and it has been customized pretty heavily. So as we come around here to the epic part, the front end, we see this massive plow attached to the front end, entirely kitbashed. We see this hole right here has been filled in on the F9, so now there's only one headlight. Number boards with the written in numbers there, hand-painted numbers. Up here on the roof, we see two mounted spotlights and then one beacon light, which is pretty cool. And then as we move to the other side of the locomotive, we see once again the same maintenance of way scheme. So we see a nice bright yellow stripe and some also bright safety yellow detailings around the rest of the locomotive, which are just epic. Then we've got a white slanted front end, a white slanted nose, and then of course silver details on the radiators and fans on the roof and everything else. So this is going to be the pride and joy of the Ephrata Valley Maintenance of Way team. Definitely going to be the lead Maintenance of Way diesel locomotive from here on out. It just looks incredible. It really does. Wow. Alright, so this right here is an Ephrata Valley Railroad auxiliary water tender for steam locomotives or for Maintenance of Way use. Check it out. So I believe that this is an old Tyco steam locomotive tender that Aaron modified and turned into a water tender with some kitbash pieces up here on the roof. As you can see, we have some piping there and everything else, which looks pretty cool. Here's the back end, X116, and then here is the opposite side of the Ephrata Valley coal tender turned water tender. Yeah, this thing turned out pretty incredible. Okay. And here we have the Ephrata Valley Railroad OG GP30 number 1425. So this got sent back to Aaron for a redo on the yellow striping because it was a little bit outdated compared to more of Aaron's most recent work for the Ephrata Valley with bright yellow striping. And it also got some more fine detailing, including a beacon light and everything else. So let's turn our attention to the front end, which just looks so amazingly sharp now. Wow. Yeah, man, does that look incredible with all of the bright yellow, bright safety yellow on the handrails and details around the cab. Here is the opposite side of number 1425. Looks amazing. Here is the back end of the GP30. And then here is our other side. Man, does this thing look great. It is really good to see Ephrata Valley's only GP30 now redone to match the rest of the Ephrata Valley Railroad fleet, which all has bright yellow striping. Because this was done quite some time ago. So, man, it is so awesome to see this thing redone. Wow. Alright. And yet another Ephrata Valley diesel locomotive shell that was sent back to Aaron for a refresh. GP20 number 5626. Wow, does this thing look so much better than it first did. Man, so we have silver fan details on the roof, a beacon light, fresh black paint on the low hood roof and the cab roof. Just check out the front end. Of course, we can't forget about that black and white striped pilot, which just looks amazing, but then we also have brand new, updated, bright safety yellow detailing on the handrails and around the number boards and headlights on the front of the cab. Here is the opposite side of the GP20 with, once again, all brand new bright yellow details to bring it up to speed with the rest of the fleet. And then here is the back. Man, does this GP20 look amazing. It looks just as good as the GP30 in terms of making it fit with the rest of the newer diesels that have been completed for the Ephrata Valley. So, yeah, this thing turned out amazing. Wow. Great. Alright, check this out, everybody. This right here is the product of a crazy idea that I had, that Aaron did a magnificent job detailing, and I think it turned out incredible. So I got the idea for this kit-bashed diesel locomotive from a real wreck rebuild done by a Mexican railway, where they rebuilt a F-unit or semi-streamlined cab onto an Alco road switcher body. It was actually a fairly ugly railroad rebuild diesel locomotive after a wreck, but it gave me an idea with the many parts, wrecked shells that I have. So this is actually an F unit cab on a GP20 body. Both of these are from junk Tycho shells that I had laying around, and it turned out pretty incredible. So this is Ephrata Valley Railroad GPF20 number 374. Check this thing out. So here's the front end, which just looks magnificent with that black and white striped pilot. No diamond on the white slanted nose, just black EV letters. 374 number boards hand painted there, which just looks really, really good. We also have a beacon light and some nice black roof details here. And then silver fan details and exhaust stack back there, which just look incredible. And then as we come around to this side, once again, we see all of the fine silver detailing done to this shell. The pilot, I just gotta say again, looks incredible. It's an amazing addition to this kitbash diesel. And we also see silver details on the radiators, safety yellow details around the door to enter the cab, a black step ladder, which is a nice contrast, a black Ephrata Valley diamond, and then as we turn our attention to the rear, yes, we have a white-faced rear, so technically this is a second generation diesel. And then here we are back to this side. So yeah, this right here is actually the product of a crazy idea that I had, like I said earlier. So this is the GPF20, an F unit cab on a GP20 body. Wow, this thing turned out great. I still have quite a bit of work to do to this locomotive before it can hit the rails on my layout, but I gotta say, I'm well pleased with how this turned out. Aaron did a fantastic job bringing my crazy idea to life. And before I forget, I want to say that back here, this is where the cab is enclosed. You can see that Aaron hand-painted some windows back here with black paint to look like windows, looking into the back of the cab where the doors would be, which I think is an awesome little addition. So once again, GPF20, crazy kitbash idea that I had and worked on for quite a while. Took a lot of work, so it is amazing to see it at this stage, finally complete with its paintwork and art and being painted and detailed. Wow. Just wow, looks amazing. Alright, here we have yet another Ephrata Valley Railroad shell refresh. This is Ephrata Valley E9, number 900. So it's been renumbered to 900 from number 9. And I've got to say, man, does this thing look amazing right off the bat, with the bright yellow stripe down the side and all bright yellow details around the locomotive. And then as we come to the front end of the E9, we see a nice little striped pilot, which is a great addition. It looks fantastic. And a beacon light up here. I did not want to fail to mention that. A beacon light right up above the cab, which looks nice. And then here is the opposite side, all with brand new, bright yellow detailing, which just looks great. Silver radiators going down the side, which look amazing. And then more silver details back here. So yeah, this E9 number 900, a model power diesel. This is the only E9 in the Ephrata Valley roster. Man, this thing looks amazing after its refresh. This looks amazing. Wow. Incredible. And here we have another brand new diesel locomotive shell. So a brand new diesel locomotive being added to the Ephrata Valley roster. Check this out. So this was previously an undecorated Athearn tunnel motor, SD40T-2. So this is now Ephrata Valley Railroad tunnel motor number 4300. Man, does this thing look so sharp. So first, right off the bat, we've got a black Ephrata Valley diamond on the side, second gen scheme for the EV. Safety yellow topped handrails, bright yellow, looks great. As we come around to the front end, we have a rather unique front end here because this is a tunnel motor. You can see all the fine detail work that Aaron put into this. We have a white face, bright yellow detailing around the headlights and such, EV. And then down there, below the front handrails on the pilot, we see a nice black and white striped pilot, which just looks amazing. Wow, does that look so good. And then a beacon light on the roof, can't forget about that, which looks great. And silver detailing on the fans up top. And then here we are on the opposite side of the tunnel motor. And as you can see, it looks amazing. Even down here below the cab, we have SD40T-2 written there. Man, does this thing look great. And then here is the rear end of the new Ephrata Valley tunnel motor. Man, this diesel locomotive is going to be a fine addition to the Ephrata Valley Railroad roster, and probably going to be my favorite 6-axle diesel locomotive in the Ephrata Valley fleet, if I'm being honest. This thing just looks so amazing. I think the pilot on the front is really what makes me the happiest. Honestly, the pilot just looks great with the Ephrata Valley 2nd gen scheme. It looks amazing. Wow. Alright, and perhaps one of the last things in this box, we have another shell refresh. So I sent the Ephrata Valley F40PH shell back to Aaron. This was actually completed quite some time ago. So I sent it back to him to be modernized, to fit in with the rest of the fleet, and he just went to town on this shell and did an absolutely amazing job. He did some detailed deletes, and then some brand new details on this thing. I want to start off by pointing out all the black details on the step ladders on the side of the locomotive, which just look fantastic. And then as we move around to the front end, that's where most of the epic changes happen. Check it out. So we have from a white pilot to black. So the pilot's now black with black and white stripes down on the bottom, which of course are a welcome addition. I love those. Some amazing updated bright yellow details on the front of the cab, and a black cab roof, and on the low part of the hood there it's black as well, which looks incredible. And then as we move to the opposite side of the F40PH, we see, of course, the same details. Silver around the cab windows, but mainly the new things would be the black details on the step ladders, and all brand new, bright safety yellow details, which just look great. And then as we come around to the rear, we don't see a white rear end. That is actually unique for an Ephrata Valley 2nd gen locomotive, but this is the only Ephrata Valley F40PH, so fine with me. There's the rear end, and then up here on the roof we have some silver fan details, which just look amazing. They really do. Wow, the F40PH looks so much better now, and it's going to fit in the roster so well. Wow. What do we have here? This was actually a locomotive that I sent back to Aaron to be fixed. As you can see here, warranty completed and approved. Anderson lines, Aaron's logo there, Anderson line system. So this right here is a Tyco shop switcher that Aaron did for me a while back, and it came to me, and needless to say, these Tyco switchers are not the easiest to work on. It had some issues, so I sent it back to him and he fixed it up. As you can see here, warranty completed. So definitely going to be testing this out on the layout, and I'm sure it's going to be seen in a video here sooner or later. But yeah, yet another welcome addition to the Ephrata Valley fleet. And that concludes this unboxing video. Yet another epic box of awesome work done by Aaron. Fantastic job. Everything looks awesome, man. All these locomotive shells are amazing. Welcoming new additions, as well as some very cool kitbash projects, and classic Ephrata Valley Railroad locomotives getting a brand new look to fit in even better with the fleet. Thank you all for watching.